Hey everybody, MC is back. Yes, football Sunday. So I'm going to get started with step 2, finally. You know, this is MC Recovery, Wellness, Relapse Show. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Press like. What is step 2? Let's do a serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Or sometimes we come in with the set-aside prayer. God, please set aside everything I think I know about these steps, this book, this program, my disease, myself, and especially you, God, for an open mind and new experience, and you repeat it. And I brought that to your attention. So what I put back here on this board is right here. Step 2, came to believe in the power, that a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity. And then, I start off basically like this. Do you know what is coming to? Came to is past tense of come, to move closer, to. And the synonyms are advance, approach, and stuff like that. Like drop in, enter. And then it's saying to believe in a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity. So when I had a sponsor, even if I had an inkling idea of what the definition was, I still looked it up. Had a lot of time on my hand. I was in the treatment center. And even when I graduated or, finished the treatment center, I still did the work on myself. Because after you did 3 treatment centers and you made it to your 4th one, you know that I did everything on the outside possible to try to get myself to be restored to some sort of sanity, and it didn't work. So to be restored to sanity, I put that down here, to bring back to a former condition or vigor. And the synonyms are amazing. That's what blew me away. I didn't know to be restored had this much power in it. That, to freshen, recharge, recreate, refreshing, regenerate, rejuvenate, to renew, to rehab, to rehabilitate, to remake. So, came to believe in a power more greater than myself could restore me to sanity was real deep for me. To finally look up there on the wall at the steps and have a sponsor and say, dang, I was in all those treatment centers, never got a sponsor, and I'm thinking it meant something else. So, and then, they even have like these AA, well, it's not AA, but it's Alcoholics Anonymous workbook. See? And you see that little prayer thing right there? Little set-aside prayer before you get off into the work. So, what is basically it is, it's like, step 2 starts at we agnostic. And I'm going to get into that later on, and maybe right in the next video, we're going to immediately jump off into the we agnostic, which is on page 44, yeah. And then at the top of that, it say, my belief system on how I believe in God working or not working in my life. So that's all what it talks about is my belief system. You have to look at that whole chapter of We Agnostic as related to you on how God and your belief system, so you can come to believing in a power more greater than MC, the bank, the children, the job, your prestige, Your dis-ease can restore you to a means of sanity. That's what the agnostic is talking, because I was living a life in and out of treatment centers, jails, churches, jobs, institutions, going back to school, getting 2 jobs, having 3 jobs, 2 jobs in the side hustle. All my power that I had was directed in those directions, pushing bastards, panhandling. Like I said earlier in step 1, I'm always thinking I'm going back to the GR building, but I didn't have enough power within my own mind, my own belief system to pull it off. So on the next video, we will be getting up towards that. And here's something else that I was upset before I started this whole station. When I was in the treatment center, I had 2 composition books. I couldn't find the earlier one because I first got sober in September the 28th, 1998, right? So when I started journaling, I started doing stuff I didn't do in the last treatment center, and no one had to ask me to do this. So right here, this one has December the 21st, 1998. That's what I was writing, because I was in the work for real this time. See? And then so what I wrote on that day was 2-page work. Why? Because I was in the treatment center and I did 2 pages worth, and I was like, I was disappointed in myself. But imagine if I didn't have no sponsor or something. Those emotions, like I said earlier on, would have corrupt me in the inside and had me saying, oh, I'm depressed. Yes, I was disappointed in myself. I was depressed. But I see it was disappointment. And what I wrote that day in that daily journal, oh man, on the day of December 21st, I know I was peed off. The first thing of business, I took, mind you, writing these writings, I'm writing real wrecked up. So I'm going to read a little bit, and maybe when we start the other one, I'm going to read business. I took care of the suggestion my roommate, Ruben, asked me to do. Oh, man, I don't like this one. This is going to crack y'all. My roommate asked me to do. I changed my linen. Yep, there was like 2 people to the room. He was saying something stank in the room, in other words. And then I thought it was my bed sheets, my linen. I told me in so many words that should take a bath. And now I see that little things there have some meanings to do to it in recovery. At the age of 34, I started to humble myself to what is going on around me in recovery. I also made amends to Lucy about my responsibility of when I was volunteer staff, in which way I felt some gratitude. I wonder who was Lucy I made amends to. I probably said I was just sorry. Volunteer staff in which I made amends to. I felt some gratitude on that I played in my life, manners towards her authorities. Oh, and allowed the way she told me, because her authority must have made me feel real upset writing the program that day or something. Was the past that I felt that this was what I have learned from my write-up. Oh, Lucy, I think she wrote me up. So I made amends. This is what I wrote about, and should, after program hours, or to the 99-cent store. Oh, I went to the 99-cent store, and I vibe with, well, you know, I'm writing real raggedly in this journal. So until then, you know, we're going to talk about step 2, coming to believe in the power more greater than myself can restore me to sanity. Thank you for tuning in to this show. Didn't want to make it that long. And enjoy your Super Bowl. No, not Super Bowl. Football Sunday.